Hey Internet, welcome to Thermodynamics tutorial. This is a made-up question not found in your textbooks. So this is a very similar question to the previous question. They modified the fluid A specific weight to 100 kilonewtons per meter cubed, and they modified the atmospheric pressure to 91 kPa. So previously fluid A was only 10 kilonewton per meter cubed, and the atmospheric pressure was in millimeters of mercury. I believe it was 789, so it's a difference. Okay, so everything else, the dimensions are the same. So we still want to find the absolute pressure in the green section. So that's P1. Step 2, list all the given values. So the only difference here is the specific weight of A, which is 100 kilonewtons per meter cubed. We still want to find the absolute pressure P1. Step 3, find the formula for P1. It remains the same, so P1 is the absolute pressure is equal to PATM, the atmospheric pressure, plus the gauge pressures of fluid A and B. So that is rho GH, density, gravity, and height, all respectively. Now, from that formula, we use the given values. So they give us gamma. Gamma is the specific weight. So if you're wondering what the symbol is, what is gamma? So the Y-looking symbol is gamma. What does it mean? It means specific weights. So it is rho multiplied by gravity, or density multiplied by gravity. So G is gravity. Alright, step 4, plug and play. Find P1, the absolute pressure. So 91 kPa plus the gauge pressures of fluid A and B, so that's plus the 100 kilonewton per meter cube multiplied by 0.06 meters plus the 8 kilonewton per meter cube multiplied by 0.16 meter. So where did those values come from? So we converted the centimeters from the height of fluid A, which is 6 centimeter, and height of fluid B, which is 16 centimeters. From centimeters to meters, we divide by 100. That's how we got those numbers over there. And the final answer, or the absolute pressure for P1, is 98.28 kPa. Note that 1 kPa is equal to 1 kilonewton per meter squared. Alright, so one of the meters cancel out in terms of units. Disclaimers: the method is correct, however I do make calculation mistakes. I encourage you to solve it yourself and see if you get the same answer. Before we leave, I highly encourage you to save this video onto your PC, just in case this video or channel gets taken down while I follow all copyright laws. Sometimes things just happen. You can do this by using the snipping tool. So click on the icon in your taskbar. If it's not in your taskbar, you can search it in your Windows search, type in snipping tool. If you're on a Mac, type in your Mac equivalent of snipping tool. Once you have it open, click on video option, click on new, left click and drag your rectangle to cover the YouTube screen. Hit the start button from your snipping tool, wait for the countdown, then hit the replay button on YouTube, let the video finish, then hit the red square button to stop recording, and then you can save your video. So like and subscribe, share with your friends, because this is a made-up question, so they probably won't be able to find it. If you got questions, comments, or if you found a mistake in this video, leave it in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you want to support me, become a member or drop a super thanks. Until next time, see ya.